Сегодня я буду проходить «Назад в будущее», 3 глава, гражданин Браун, или интересно. Погнали! Эпизод 3. Гражданин Браун. Джей Ди Трубочка. Дерек Выкуси. Джефф Извинялкин. Деннис Мучитель. Рэнди Тюдор, 16 век. Эрик Парсон. Я ничего не придумал. И Боб Ураган. Ураганные хроники. Не слушайте меня, отписывайтесь от канала. Я ничего не могу больше сказать.
This is the dumbest design ever. Hello? She can't hear me.
Так, тогда как объяснить, что здесь все еще есть машина времени? Если она даже при условии расщепления, скажем так, на 2 штуки, все равно не должна существовать, поскольку нет оригинала.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm okay. The billboard broke my fall.
What the hell?
Hey, could you give me a... Jennifer? It's already open. It's jammed. Jennifer, I need some help.
Martin? It is you. Is that a DeLorean?
Yes, no, I mean, sorta. You don't remember the DeLorean?
Well, I'll certainly remember it now. It's sticking out of the friggin' billboard.
Never mind that. Just give me a hand, okay? Can you help me down?
Why don't you just jump?
I'll break my neck.
And...
You got any rope you can toss me?
All I have is this rusty wrench thing I found in the dirt.
A tire iron. I think that'll do. Toss it here.
Oh, back off, Martin. This is my whatchamacallit. What do you give me for it?
What are you doing down there?
Not that you'd ever understand it, but I'm doing my part to support the arts in Hill Valley. Anyway, what's the technical term for attempting to jump your DeLorean through a billboard? Where did you even get a DeLorean? Is it stolen?
That's a little complicated.
I bet.
Jennifer, you look so different.
That's the general idea of being a nonconformist.
That's not what I meant.
What are you getting at?
What's with the attitude?
I'm not having this argument again.
We've argued about this before? I'm guessing you won the argument. What'd you do to your hair?
Helter Skelter.
What?
It's the same hair dye I always use.
What are you wearing, Jen? You look so...
Fed up? Keen eye you got there.
I was gonna say punk.
A whole world alien to the likes of you, dork.
Never mind, I gotta get out of this car.
Good idea.
Oh man, what's the date?
What? That's something I should be asking you. You've probably wrecked your head.
Just, what's the date, Jennifer?
It's the 15th.
The year!
1986. Duh.
Oh man, this can't be happening. May I please have the tire iron?
The tire who?
The big metal thing you're holding.
Oh, right. As soon as you offer up a decent trade.
Oh. Jennifer, please, this is serious.
This tire thing really has some value to you, huh?
At the moment, yes.
Then it better be a pretty good trade.
All right, let me think this through.
Don't strain your brain, Geekzilla.
There's not much left, so what's the point? Jennifer! This is all I got.
Is there anything in it? Give it here. Ugh, it smells like armpits and booze. Irving Kid Tannen, the gangster? Where the hell did you get this?
It's a long story. Can I just have the tire iron now?
Heads up!
Thanks. Oh, great. Now what? Oops. Oh.
Я классно разобрался, я еще такой думаю, что он там откручивать собирался.
Well, your dorkness, my debt to society is paid.
Dorkness.
As for you, good luck with your car. Way to stick it to Big Brother. Just don't expect your sudden cry for attention to change anything between us, dig?
Doesn't change what? Look, Jennifer, I think there are some things we need to talk about. Hey, maybe you can give me a lift into town.
Oh, sure, Martin. Climb on in.
Hey, Jennifer,
I
wait!
told you, we're through, McFly. I'll never date such a square again.
My own girlfriend thinks I'm a square? Doc, I could really use your help right about now.
We've got everything under control.
Классный сюжет на самом деле.
Well, at least one of the hover wheels work. Dead. May 15th, 1986. Yeah, the date's right, but... That's not good. 12 volts. Wait, this is the car battery? It must have been installed in 2015 with the Mr. Fusion. Still has plenty of juice.
Да, в нем много сока, да, киберпанк, именно так это и переводится.
I don't really feel qualified to repair a nuclear reactor. It's still under warranty. I guess technically it's way under warranty. Subtle. Real subtle, Marty. How the hell do you get through these? Check. Sibilance.
Who is this? Stop messing with the intercom.
Oh, hi. Can you buzz me in?
Visitors must check in at the north gate.
Здорово.
Oh, North Gate? I'm not walking clear around Hill Valley. There's gotta be another way.
Марти такой сначала звонит в эту рубку, говорит такой чек, сибиланс, шипение, типа, я такой сразу не понял, чё, блядь. В общем, ты во втором эпизоде ты пропустил то, что мы спасали деда Макфлая от гангстера Таннена. Ну, в итоге там чисто весь прикол на отсылках построен, очень сложных, блядь, цепочек действий, вот реально чисто интуитивно. Я бы реально не понял. Ну и в итоге мы снова справились с Танненом, закинули его в кучу навоза, потом улетели. Там еще прикольная цепочка между молодым Эмметом и Эрон, кажется, ее звали. Ну, там местную журналистку. Они, в общем, поладили, а та журналистка, она такая, типа, за чистоплотность, за всю хуйню. И в итоге получилось вот это. Что, типа, молодой Эммет замутил с ней и превратился вот в эту хуйню. То есть местный большой брат. То есть у нас здесь немножко антиутопично, и в принципе ты на интересном месте. Мне самому кобзда как интересно, что там. Ну, судя по кадрам, там, ну, чисто реально будет такой 1986. Кстати, реально хороший игра слов. Есть 1984 книга, есть книга 1985 от Энтони Бёрджеса, и здесь как бы вот в шутку 86-й, как третья итерация вот этого.
These walls couldn't possibly go around the entire city, could they?
Ну, еще, может быть, немножко эти We Happy Few, которые я, честно, не осилил, блядь, больше 15 минут, но купил его за добрые 600. Как я спрашивал у друга, стоит ли оно того, нет, нихуя на того не стоит, и, в принципе, я понял, за что, блин, ужасно кривая игра. Но вот сама дистопичность, она тоже, как бы, все-таки имеет смысл. Так, что от меня хотят?
That doesn't need power. Huh? I don't really see anywhere to hook the battery up directly. I can't see anything with the wheel connected to the car. The wheel must have been running off the battery.
Так, это уже какой-то, блин, знаешь, этот... хуйня называется, тоже старая квестовая, где тут, блядь, тоже хуй пойми, как масло слить, блин, как что-то зарядить, как что-то сделать. Так, это колесо антигравитационное, поэтому нас в теории может подбросить. Я это знаю, потому что смотрел фильмы 55 тысяч раз. Блин. Твои предложения. Я не хочу подсказками пользоваться просто. Так, я гений, да. В прошлый раз он использовал эту штуку, чтобы разбить окно и вылезти через него. Я офигел. Так, итого. Он, получается, работает беспроводным образом.
Now that it's off the car, it looks like the power cables for the hover system have disconnected.
Просто ты буквально можешь предложить что угодно, и что угодно может сработать. То есть здесь не настолько все плохо в этом смысле, а в том, что... В смысле на...
I don't think so.
Что, буквально к колесу присобачить?
Red to positive, black to negative.
Аплодирую, блядь, собственный, блядь,
Okay, Doc, let's see what kind of nightmare alternate timeline I've landed in this
Только
time.
истинный фанат, блядь, этой франшизы может понять, как в эту хуйню играть. Вот все, что могу сказать.
Okay, Marty, nothing to be afraid of. It's just an alternate Hill Valley that's turned my girlfriend into a punk rock vandal. That doesn't mean it's full of post-apocalyptic biker gangs run by armies of Biff clones. Just take a deep breath and remember, we gotta find Doc.
Самое прикольное, сценарий игры, небось, был создан из вырезанных итераций сценария самой трилогии. Так что им тут хватило сполна. И учитывая, что игра линейная, здесь все равно все события так или иначе раскрываются в зависимости от того, насколько ты хочешь подробно вообще все узнать. Ха-ха-ха, реально тесак. О, Министерство любви. Ну, я тебе говорю, we happy few. Я, в принципе, вот люблю такую штуку. Она в комедии очень хорошо работает, а «Назад в будущее» — это комедия в превалирующем своем виде.
What's going on here, Doc?
Ночь все работают.
Jeez, my Hill Valley never looked
Или
this
нет?
good.
Все-таки по ним шандарахнула молния.
Watch
Или
where you're
как?
going, citizen.
Sorry. Mr. Parker,
That's Officer Parker to you, Martin. Now what's with the outfit? It's Thursday.
yeah?
Polo shirt Thursday. You're out of uniform. That's a violation of Civic Ordinance 9 EEE. And you're not wearing an ID, in direct violation of Ordinance WB 714. What are you up to, citizen?
Warner Brothers?
Polo shirt.
Are you on the pot, citizen? Put your arms up. Spread your legs.
Hey, what are you doing?
Quiet. Hold still. Nothing. What's your deal today, McFly?
сек.
Since when are you a cop? I thought you were a shoe salesman.
Are you on something? I've always been a cop, just like my pa.
Great, I've turned my girlfriend's dad into a cop. Since when are you a cop? I thought you were a shoe salesman.
Are you on something? I've always been a cop, just like my pa.
Вот большой минус этой игры, ты случайно можешь нажать на уже проигранный диалог, но ты не можешь его пропустить, пока он не закончится. Здесь со скриптами вот эта проблема вечная, и честно, для меня это огромный минус. Я потерял полчаса, наверное, блин, случайно нажимая другие диалоги.
What's it to you? I thought she broke up with you.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to her about that.
Good luck finding her. I usually don't see her unless she's racking up demerits for her art.
Hey, what's with the pat down? What do you think, I'm packing heat?
Heat, contraband.
Contraband?
You know. Booze, smokes, bubblegum, dogs, circus
Bubblegum
peanuts.
is illegal?
Come on, McFly. You're smart enough to know that ignorance of the Civic Ordinance 2XM isn't an excuse.
Can you tell me where I could find Doc, Citizen Brown?
Are you sure you're an honor student? Where do you think he is at this time of day?
At work?
That's right, working at the courthouse.
Heavy.
Тяжелый случай, да.
I've got to finish my beat. Are you gonna make trouble for me today?
No.
No what?
No, sir.
That's right, citizen.
Oh, wait, citizen. Are you about to throw something away? Make sure you use the correct receptacle. Hill Valley takes pride in its diverse waste management system. What is the aluminum content of that can? Make sure it goes into the correct blue receptacle. Is that green, clear, or amber glass? It makes a difference. Remember that all consumable wrapping is tagged with a microchip to help us automatically police litter.
I'm all for recycling, but this is out of control. Have you seen Jennifer?
What's it to you? I thought she broke up with you.
Я думал, там продолжится диалог, я думал, там расскажут подробно, почему Дженнифер вообще превратилась в мания-панка.
I've got to finish my beat. Are you gonna make trouble for me today?
No.
No what?
No, sir.
That's right, citizen.
Finish my beat. Ты чё, битмейкер?
Step away from the decycling bin, citizen.
Decycling?
Final resting place for all contraband within Hill Valley, the decycling bin ensures that socially toxic items will never find their way back into the hands of the general public in any way, shape, or form.
So it's where all the cool stuff goes to die.
If by cool you mean dangerous, then yes. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I'm just standing here.
Loitering, huh?
What is this?
It's a demerit. No loitering. So get a move on, citizen.
You gotta be kidding.
А, это безделье. Пиздец, блять, Вань, тут лексика, я манал. Loitering, безделье, блять.
heavy. Gates. Ah, these are new.
The original clock tower was dedicated in 1885, with the motion first started at 8 p.m. on September 5th that same year. The clock tower was once struck by a bolt of lightning on November 12, 1955, damaging the clock motion beyond conventional repair. During the downtown renovation project of 1976, the damaged clock was dismantled and a new modern clock was installed as the window to the mayoral office. Look up. You just might catch a silhouette pacing behind the glass. That's First Citizen Brown, pondering how to make your future better. You are standing in front of the Hill Valley Courthouse. The original courthouse was built in 1885, just 20 years after Hill Valley's incorporation into the state of California. Though the courthouse holds the seat of the local government, it also has been used as a shelter during the recovery period following the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Most of Hill Valley's community is a result of displaced San Franciscans planting roots after that dreadful disaster. In 1976, the downtown renovation project saw the first major additions made to the courthouse since its original construction. The courthouse was expanded with an additional 128 offices in the new flanking wings and a new mayoral office added to the original clock tower space. Look closely and you can still see some of the original courthouse's details preserved in the new international-inspired facade. Hill Valley Courthouse. How may I help you, citizen?
I need to see Doc, or Citizen Brown.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but...
Then I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn. Citizen Brown's a very busy man.
That voice sounds familiar. Biff? Doc? Doc, wait! I need to talk to...
Напоминает машину из Остина Пауэрса, который Gold Member.
Ministry of Tourism. I can't see why people
Они
would
даже
want
не
vacation
скрывают.
here.
Они даже не скрывают, что здесь все целиком на Оруэле. Министерство туризма, блядь, не авиасейлс, блядь, а Министерство туризма.
Conformist. Hairstylists always have such clever names, just like coffee shops.
Конформист. Ужас какой-то, ужас. Так, ты у нас что?
Having fun, kid?
Ah, who said that?
Attempting to destroy public landmarks is a violation.
Trying to destroy it.
Take your demerit.
Yes.
B. Brown Industries. That's hopeful. Citizen reading room. I guess there's one in every town.
Так.
What's the problem, citizen?
Oops, wrong number. Commemorating on the 25th day of August this year of our Lord, 1931, the capture and incarceration of Irving Kid Tannen and the disbanding of his criminal syndicate by the heroic efforts and ingenious mind of our beloved first citizen, Emmett Lathrop Brown, by virtue of his experimental rocket car. Edna must have written that.
Да, Эдна звали эту журналистку. Это true концовка Peaky Blinders.
Citizen Brown, the mind-head of Hill Valley, a man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination. Emmett Lathrop Brown had been raised by a family legacy steeped in law, but hadn't set his sights on his destiny until he single-handedly thwarted the nefarious gangster Irving Kid Tannen and his bootlegging syndicate. After this heroic event, immortalized by the grand statue on the courthouse lawn, First Citizen Brown devoted his life to civil and social engineering, using Hill Valley as a prototype for tomorrow's cities today.
Stemley's Staycations. The heck is a staycation?
Вот правда.
All Citizens Bank. I don't like the overuse of the word citizen in this timeline.
Блин, надо гражданина Кейна пересмотреть тут просто, чтобы максимально проникнуться. Hill Valley Unity, господи, боже ж ты мой. Все, это край карты. Начиная отсюда будем изучать
Bureau
всё.
of Discipline. That just makes me think about high school.
Да, по факту.
Soups and more. Wholesome soups, fresh vegetables, and soy-based imitation meats. Ugh. Good thing I'm not hungry.
Киберпанк какой-то.
Hey, can't you read? Oh, it's you, McFly.
Пиявка?
Hey, my bad. I should have wrote the sign in Latin, just so you'd understand.
What sign?
Outway to Unchley. Now eat it, Bay, and let me catch some Z's.
Free soy dog samples. Take one. I guess they ran out.
Сой-дог, это типа как хот-дог, только из сои? Да. Это эти, знаешь, соевые политики твои любимые. Знаешь, я думаю, вот одной из итераций названия этого заведения могло быть Superior. Superior Мо, типа. Так, я все потрогал, да?
Look around yourself. Breathe in the fresh air. Enjoy the immaculate scenery and architecture. You are standing among the denizens of the most sociologically advanced city in the world. Hill Valley, a perfect place to live. Let's take a moment to look.
Ну, не политики, а был там какой-то соевый, который политикой занимался с 8 лет, что-то такое, это твои cool story. Если ты забыл, то я не забыл, потому что было забавно, блядь. Хорошая шутка получилась. Политикой с 8 лет занимался. Типичный, блин, лейборист. Сука.
Citizen Plus.
Ну да, наверное, Максимка.
Biff?
Hey, you're George and Lorraine's youngest. Martin, right?
What? You don't know me?
Only by reputation. Brown Cadet of the Month, 3 months running. Impressive. Are you interested in the Citizen Plus program?
Nice clothes. You lose a bet or something?
What do you mean? I'm wearing what everyone is wearing. It's Polo Shirt Thursday. You, my friend, are out of uniform.
So I've heard.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow. Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
Great. What is this Citizen Plus?
It's Citizen Brown's
Это как
new
PlayStation Plus, только...
And I'm the first of Hill
Только платишь только
Valley
штрафы
Citizen
каждый
Plus.
день.
Plus is... Sorry?
Почти как езда на автомобиле в Московской области.
Oh, please, don't swear, Martin. It makes me uncomfortable.
Listen, Biff, that car I saw you get out of, was that Doc Brown in there with you?
Ha! Doc! Yeah, that should be his new nickname. but yeah, that was Citizen Brown.
Extra citizen user.
Guy.
How'd you get FaceTime with him? He seems so busy.
Oh, you got that right, Martin. Citizen Brown's a busy, busy guy.
Yes.
But fortunately, or unfortunately, I'm a special case. See, Martin, I used to be a real bad apple. A real butthead.
You, a butthead? No.
What can I say, Martin? I was always getting into trouble. Too much trouble. What with the booze, the partying, the women. Even my dogs were a pack of trouble. You pack, get it?
Yeah. What does this have to do with Citizen Brown?
Well, after getting in so much trouble, the authorities, they took me in to see Citizen Brown and gave me an ultimatum. Citizen Plus or bust.
Я, кстати, не очень понял, при чем тут Пак и при чем тут собака. Здесь типа собак как-то укомплектовывают в какое-то сырье или что, блядь?
So you won't break any rules anymore?
Can't. The Citizen Plus treatment makes it physically impossible for me to break rules.
How so?
Now I get physically ill if I try to break a rule.
Ой, блядь, это такая тонкая шутка про метод Людовика из заводного апельсина, ёбаный рот.
How's your re-education holding up?
Still incapable and
Так, пока это моя любимая глава в этой игре, потому что слишком много вот этого вайба знакомого.
Sure you aren't craving a beer?
I do kind of miss beer. On second thought, blah.
Теперь ты пьешь только молоко Citizen Plus. Да хватит, блять, я же уже сказал, да, здесь Кубрика, здесь Бёрджеса много, блин, да.
I don't know if I could actually.
Wuss.
Oh, you're just aching to find out, though. Oh, don't torment me.
Господи.
I can get used to this.
No, please, Martin, don't make me angry.
All right, Biff, you're off the hook this time. I want to know more about Citizen Plus.
And I just can't wait to tell you all about it. Did I mention the swell digital watch you get with the program?
Чё это? Местный Apple Watch?
It's voluntary, right? Mandatory. Are you nuts?
Nah, I used to be nuts. Now, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, I'm probably the sanest guy in Hill Valley.
Че прикольно, Биф еще похож на одного из толстеньких дружков Алекса, который легавым стал в итоге. Я сегодня даже мимас этот наблюдал.
So what's the point of Citizen Plus?
Well, it may not be as noticeable for an upstanding citizen like yourself, but the hypnotherapy sessions help to tame the urges to break the rules.
Whoa, whoa. Hypnotherapy?
Well, sure, Martin. Why, it makes obedience automatic.
Obedience?
Ну,
Some
метод
kind of
Людовика,
brainwashing?
собственно, вот он самый.
That's a good way to think about
Гипнотерапия.
it. Scrubbing all those nasty thoughts right out of your noggin.
Сегодня метод Людовика — это наблюдение повесточной хуйни репрезентации, в фильмах от Марвел. Только тебя тошнит от просмотра, блять, а не от собственного поведения.
You said you get some sort of watch.
Oh, it's a real classy deal. Just look at this state-of-the-art ticker. It's got all sorts of special modes programmed in. I still haven't figured out how to set the time, but I'm sure a smart guy like you could do it no problem.
What do you gotta do to be a Citizen Plus?
It starts with an application. They take a complete medical evaluation and give you a stack of contracts to fill out.
It sounds boring already.
But then you get an appointment with Citizen Brown. In about 2 years.
2 years?
He's very busy keeping Hill Valley running. I mean, the only time he deviates from his schedule is when some Looney Tune is running around racking up demerits. Fortunately, that almost never happens.
Okay, let's stop talking about Citizen Plus right now.
Okay.
So, about all the bad things you used to do.
Gosh, Martin, I really don't like dredging up the past, but all right, if it'll help you make a decision about Citizen Plus.
Dwelling on the past, dredging up the past. Сколько в английском способов ворошить прошлое? Вот этих фраз устойчивых, обалдеть.
What kind of trouble did you get into with women? They weren't hookers?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just that I wasn't always discreet about my affections.
What?
Public displays of affection, Martin. You know, necking and such.
That's illegal?
Oh, yeah.
Why'd your dogs get you in trouble? You weren't running dog fights, were you?
No, nothing that bad. I just used to have a lot of dogs.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, other than them keeping the neighbors up all night, lunging at old people, and eating all the squirrels in the park. In fact, I'm ashamed to say it was my out-of-control dogs that were directly responsible for the banning of dogs throughout Hill Valley.
You don't sound very ashamed.
Oh, I am. Very, very ashamed.
You said something about booze?
Beer, rum, whiskey, wine coolers, you name it, I drank it. Not only did I drink it, I smuggled it into Hill Valley, too.
Chip off the old block, huh?
Used to be I'd knock your block off for a comment like that, but yeah, I guess I was following in Pop's crummy footsteps.
So there's no booze in Hill Valley?
Nope. Sure, someone tries to sneak some in every now and then, but cops like Officer Parker over there always catch them sooner or later.
So there's no dogs in Hill Valley anymore?
Yep, Citizen Edna says they carry diseases and steal shoes.
Блять, сука, сценарий гениален абсолютно.
Trouble for PDAs?
You bet. The Browns always say that behaviors that excite your private should be kept in private. Or maybe it's just Citizen Edna who says that.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't like talking about my old nasty self.
Do you think I could get to see Citizen Brown if I did all the bad stuff you used to do?
Yeah, I guess, but why would you want to act like that?
See you later, Biff.
Bye, Martin.
Блин, какая тут вот реально Рамона теперь.
What's Jen up to now?
Дженнифер — это местная Рамона здесь. Единственное, не надо файтиться со всеми ее бывшими. Да, это местная Дженнифер. Ну, типа она панковая. У нее уже было 2 итерации, почему бы 3-ю не добавить? Ебать, сколько тут точек взаимодействия. Похуй, я возьму сначала самое опциональное. А, вот это местное... Speakeasy, да. Блин, как я люблю это слово speakeasy, блин. Это... Я никогда его не встречал. Вот хоть убей. Никогда. Speakeasy, блядь.
That leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here.
Это как будто, знаешь, какое-то слово взято из... Блять, я не знаю, как можно назвать это, как поселок городского типа, вот, знаешь, породил какую-то лексику, и вот он, и оно существует вот в рамках вот этого Хилл-Вейли, по сути, это что же?
That junk looks awfully familiar. 50 years familiar.
Городишка такая вот...
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
Так. А что он там сказал?
Not interested.
Ладно.
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
Понятно.
Look out, son!
Mom?
Так, нет, потом поговорим. Я случайно вообще сюда вышел, я хотел скрипты потыкать. Ты ж прикинь, сейчас такую Дженнифер не нарисуют, если будет какой-нибудь условный ремейк.
She missed a spot. Leech and the Woosh.
Да.
Never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. They don't play much punk on those smooth jazz stations you listen to.
Smooth jazz. I couldn't possibly be that square, even in an alternate timeline. Must be where Jen keeps her paints. Locked.
Это же ящик для амуниции, не? Это круто на самом деле. Вот это вот я понимаю стильно. Типа, максимально понятно и банально, но, блин, это круто.
Jennifer! Jen!
Ты только что с ней разговаривал.
You got a problem?
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
Citizen Brown is a really great guy.
You're wasting your breath, Martin. I don't buy into all that happy talk.
No, really, this crazy police state wasn't his idea. It'll all get undone once I have a good talk with him.
You know, I almost feel sorry for you.
It won't be long before I see Citizen Brown.
Hey, can I come with you?
You want to see Citizen Brown too?
Yeah. Maybe he can give me a heart when he gives you a brain.
Couldn't hurt to ask. Did you get a load of Biff Tannen back there? He's so...
Calm.
Yeah, creeps me out.
You and me both. If that's what the Citizen Plus program's all about, I'll stay a Citizen Minus.
Лордплей хороший.
What do you know about the Citizen Plus program?
Only what I hear on TV, and the radio, and the newspapers, and the PA systems all over town. They want everybody to enroll, and they say it'll make us all happy and well-adjusted. which is why I'm gonna stay clear of it.
So, Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of me?
I don't.
Диалоги.
Seriously, what have you got against me? I'm kind of popular, right?
Very popular. Among a certain crowd.
What crowd?
Dorks.
Блять, что это слово означает? Вань, чё за доркс, блять? Блин, тут какие-то банальные, на самом деле, переводы. Типа придурки. Ботаны, ботаны. Dorks. Dork. Типа ботаники или придурки. Взаимоисключающий параметр, конечно, ну ладно. Не-не-не-не, я понял, что это не о нердах, блядь, не настолько у нас все плохо. Dork. Это надо этот... Как эта хуйня называется? Блять, я забыл, как называется этот сайт, где лексика вот именно вот касательно фразеологизмов, устойчивых выражений. Охуеть, я забыл.
Marty McFly a dork? It's impossible. He can't be a dork.
Okay, anyone who talks about himself in the third person is a dork.
Все, кто говорят о себе в третьем лице, придурки. Как называется-то этот сайт ёбаный, блядь? Word.
My mom and dad.
What about them?
Would you say they're normal?
By Hill Valley standards, yeah. In other words, they're warped beyond repair. Sorry to be the one to break it to you.
Мне, блин, вот эта глава еще немного напоминает этого Ворлокса, или как он там назывался, мультик этот, блядь. Про все мнушки, вот это, знаешь, про деревья, то, что там деревья, типа, блядь, не нужны, нахуй, их вырезали. Ворлокс, блядь, пух, короче. Тоже антиутопия, по сути.
What's the deal, Jennifer? He left me stranded outside the city gates.
Yeah, that was pretty rotten, wasn't it? I'm such a horrible role model. Better get away before I corrupt you.
Look, I don't know what you got against me in this timeline, lately, but I'm here to make things right. I've missed you, you know?
Take a look at me, Martin. Do I look like the kind of girl that would hang around the president of the Junior Brown Brigade?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I gotta admit, I kinda like you like this.
Barf?
Ну, кстати, это прикольно, встретить свою девушку в альтернативной вселенной, которая тебе, блядь, больше нравится в своем таком новом амплуа.
You act like I'm a turnoff, but I don't buy it. We were meant to be together.
Look, just because I let you tag along to a couple of concerts doesn't mean we're Romeo and Juliet. I mean, sure, you're a little cute, but you're into all this honor student crap.
Honor student?
And I'm into more interesting things. And guys.
You going out with someone else? I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
So you spend most of your time vandalizing public property?
Don't even think about snitching on me. Unless you want this spray can up your...
No, listen, you got me wrong. I'm looking to,
Здесь как будто
break a
диалоги
few rules
обрываются.
myself.
You?
Isn't graffiti a major infraction?
You'd think. But after Big Brown had all those buildings coated in that Teflon polymer junk a couple years ago, graffiti's been knocked down to a 2 demerit offense. Go fig.
This ban on public displays of affection bites.
Hey, you're talking about my most favoriteest legal infraction of all.
Yeah?
Not with you. Ew.
This law against public kissing is a load of bull, right?
Yeah, this town is full of it. What are you gonna do?
Protest, that's what. Let's go stage a public kiss-in.
Let's not, and say we did.
Do you know where I could score some forbidden materials?
Do I strike you as somebody who would possess illegal substances?
Kinda, yeah.
And you strike me as somebody who would turn in somebody like me. Next topic.
What do you know about harboring dangerous animals?
So you met my new boyfriend.
Блять. Юмор. Вот это я понимаю, юмор, блять.
On second thought, maybe I don't want to know any more about breaking the rules.
Wuss.
You're going out with someone else. I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
Give me a can of spray paint. I got an urge to paint something.
Happy little trees? Get yourself a watercolor kit. I'm not sharing my wall.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Locked. I don't think they'd be interested in a picture of my dad. It's got my name on it. They couldn't do anything with this. She missed a spot.
Martin!
Oh, hey, Mom. What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets ya. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure. Mom? Is it just me, or does Hill Valley feel really strict today?
Some might even call it stifling. But you didn't hear that from me.
Is it true that Biff was responsible for getting dogs outlawed?
I think that was all Edna's idea. She's always had a sore spot for dogs. Now your father and I, we love dogs.
You do? I didn't know that. How come we never had a dog?
We had meant to get one to teach you children about responsibility, but by the time we had you, dogs had already been banned. Now I don't think we'll ever have the chance to raise a puppy.
Jeez, Mom, that could be the saddest thing I've ever heard. Biff was talking about all the contraband he used to keep. Do you know anything about that?
What are you implying, Martin?
I'm not implying anything. I just want to know what kind of contraband might still be around. You know, so I can watch out for it. Like a good citizen.
Well, I wouldn't know about such things. But people still smuggle alcohol in from the next county. I heard the kids at school have been smuggling Xerox copies of Dungeons and Dragons. I bet you'd be into something like that, huh?
I'll get back to you on that. Biff told me that he got in trouble for public displays of affection.
Can you believe it? Sure, things got a little out of control back in the 60s with the free love and all, but now even holding hands will get you a verbal warning.
Wait, so you can't even kiss?
Can't even hug. It's barbaric. City Hall treats us like a bunch of children going to the movies.
All right, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
What about you, Mom?
What about me?
What are you doing out here, polishing the statue?
I know! I was scheduled to clean the clock this month, but then Needle's mom ate some of that bad tofu that's been going around. So there was some reshuffling in the L Sector duty roster, and here I am. I kinda wish I was cleaning the clock, though. So much nicer up there without all the cameras.
The cameras?
Wave to Big Brother. Or Big Husband in this case.
I saw you talking to Biff about the Citizen Plus program.
Biff says I'd be a perfect candidate for it.
I know Biff, and if that's what the Citizen Plus program does to people, then you don't want any part of it.
But Biff has been reformed. Look at him. He seems so happy now. So at peace with this town. What I wouldn't give.
He's a total veg, Mom.
Your father is always telling me that I don't invest enough in the workings of our great Citizen Brown. Maybe it's time for me to turn a new leaf and just go with the flow.
Okay, just hold off for a bit, please. I don't want you doing anything rash. All right, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
Is it just me, or does Hill Valley feel really strict today?
Some might even call it stifling. But you didn't hear that from me.
Is it true that Biff was responsible for getting dogs outlawed?
Да, значит, все
I
прослушал.
think that was all Edna's idea. She's always had a sore spot for dogs. Now your father and I, we love dogs.
You do? I didn't know that. How come we never had a dog?
We had meant to get one to teach you children about responsibility, but by the time we had you, dogs had already been banned. Now I don't think we'll ever have the chance to raise a puppy.
Jeez, Mom, that could be the saddest thing I've ever heard. I can't take this.
Being so perfect must take a lot out of you.
I'm having a bad day, Mom. Can I ask you a few things?
We all have our share, son.
I, lost my timesheet. What have I got going on this week?
Well, Monday is Junior Brown Brigade.
Junior what now?
And Tuesday is Model UN.
Model UN?
Mm-hmm. You represent Djibouti. On Wednesday, you'll be overseeing the board game club at the rec center.
Okay, I've heard enough.
Да, тут, в принципе, лорные какие-то моменты, именно касательно вот данной ветки реальности.
I saw Jennifer earlier today.
Oh, Jennifer. What a spunky gal. Are you two patching things up?
She totally blew me off.
Well, I'm not the world's biggest dating expert, seeing as how I married the first guy to fall from the sky. But maybe you should spend a little less time with your microscopes and ant farms, and a little more time tending to her needs. What kind of things is she passionate about, Martin? What are her interests?
I don't even know anymore.
You see?
Everyone is treating me like some sort of goody two-shoes, Mom.
They're just jealous that you're such a perfect citizen of Hill Valley.
Have I always been this way?
Always been a perfect little son? Going on 18 years.
Я ожидаю концовки этого эпизода, как в каком-нибудь Эквилибриум.
Oh, but you only did that so you could show us the fire retardant you made with your chemistry set.
Heavy.
Блять, я пропустил, что она сказала.
All right, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
I feel like I don't know anybody anymore.
Well, Martin, that could be a sign you need to get out more.
Is there any way I could talk to Citizen Brown?
Oh, you know how difficult that is, Martin. The great man spends so much time coming up with new rules and demerits that he barely has time to talk to us anymore. I guess that's the price we pay for a safe, happy city.
So he doesn't see anyone?
Not unless someone starts rolling up the demerits. He still takes a personal interest in those situations. And of course you could talk to Mrs. Brown.
Clara?
No, silly. Edna.
Edna Strickland?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Doc, Citizen Brown is married to Edna Strickland?
Did you get a bump on the head or something? They've been happily married for nearly 40 years. In fact, if you ask me, I think Edna wears the pants in the relationship. She's the one always announcing the day-to-day bulletins. Probably writes them herself.
I need to sit down. Biff seems, unusually mellow.
Well, he should be. He just finished the Citizen Plus program. So far, it looks like it's done him a world of good.
You don't think he seems a bit off? I mean, he's so un-Biff.
Well, isn't that the point? You remember what he used to be like? He was an unholy terror.
He wasn't that bad.
Святым угодником.
I can imagine.
Блять.
What do you think of Jennifer, Mom?
Типа unholy terror.
Well, she certainly
Святой
looked like
угодник.
quite a handful, dear. I was really hoping some of her, joie de vie would have rubbed off on you.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Martin, you can be a little uptight sometimes.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it, Mom.
Well, maybe you needed to hear it. There's nothing wrong with having priorities in life. Just maybe Jennifer should have been a little higher on your list.
Yeah, she should.
Well,
Причем
you did buy that
это
guitar.
исключительно
That's a step in the
совпадение
right
с нашим
direction.
переводом.
Women love musicians. Just keep practicing, and I'm sure you'll get better.
What are you talking about? I'm
Типа
a great
Great
musician.
Scott. У нас перевели как
That's
святые
the
угодники,
spirit.
а тут есть unholy terror, и я такой, блядь, просто...
Jen's dad doesn't seem to like me very much.
He's just a little stressed out, dear. Filling the crime-stomping shoes of his legendary father makes poor Danny Jr. a little twitchy.
So I see.
But he gets the job done. Between him and his father, Hill Valley's been as dry as the Sahara Desert for decades now. Unfortunately.
Dry. Doc was right. We did overdo it. All right, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
Всё. После концовки второго эпизода. Ну, типа, блять, там очень много нюансов, тебе надо посмотреть или... Не знаю. Строго говоря, только одно событие на это повлияло, типа, что молодой Эммет Браун сошелся с Эдной, которая журналистка, которая чистюля, вся хуйня. Все, только из-за этого. Вспомнил, кого мне тут Дженнифер напоминает, эту Фэтч из Infamous Second Son.
What is it now?
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Блядь, да. Просто гайд, как разговаривать с бывшими.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
Hey, Demerit. Hey, LaFleur. Insufficiently polished shoes. Good day, citizen.
Effective against moths, mosquitoes, and tannins.
Mm-hmm.
Attention, citizens! This domicile is in violation of Civic Ordinance CZ-36 and has been placed in protective quarantine until corrective measures can be taken. Please back away from the house and have a nice day.
What the hell?
Don't violate the perimeter,
Ну,
son.
кстати, похож, да.
I hear you got hit with more Demerit, Nathan. Right on. What's the problem, citizen?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now. Thank you. How are you?
Он ему не ответил, это невежливо. Ебать.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Oh, right. Okay.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please.
You shouldn't have taken away my guitar, Dad. Rock and roll is my destiny.
Trust your father on this one. I may not know much about music, but I know enough to know that you don't know much about music.
Come on, Dad. I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because a certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl? You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
О, значит, это опциональная. То есть я мог ее не брать. Прикольно. Чё мне мешало просто гитару взять?
Readings programs. Brock 2.0. Anatomical constructs for sciences of all sorts. Boring. Nice. We didn't have a computer in the other timeline. Well, no joystick. That's lame.
Another day in...
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Good morning, Mrs. Brown. Please address me as Mrs. Citizen.
Oh, it's recording. I don't want to mess up Dad's work.
Hey, demerit? Hey, what for? Insufficiently polished shoes. Good day, citizen. Another day in Hill Valley. The perfect place to live. That wasn't a note of irony in your voice, was it, citizen?
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
My dad's a snoop? Is this your job, or do you, do it for kicks?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh, I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
You're kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But...
What?
Confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my herring.
Well, you get the idea.
Sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
What's the deal with the house, Dad?
Don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your Mathemagic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ-36 violation.
What?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
Wait a minute, we can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
So, when's this dust mite problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow? Where am I supposed to sleep?
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
Okay. This timeline is officially a nightmare. Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Did you ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Aha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work of it.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence. Something on your mind?
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No, I thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
Мне кажется, в следующих главах их покажут, потому что в первых 3 их нет вообще. Ну, хотя и так слишком много персонажей, да, нужен баланс.
Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the same?
Really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
Если что, Эдна — это та самая из первой главы, которая газеты коллекционирует.
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Эдна была еще с первой главы, да.
I'm in the audience for every one of his public
В фильме ее не было.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
Have you seen Biff lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous. Something on your mind?
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema verite. These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
You're supposed to be... I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science fiction's illegal?
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea that there might be better societies than Hill Valley, which is subversive nonsense, of course.
Неплохо.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as a...
As a what?
A nerd.
They said that?
In so many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the rules and doesn't party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal hygiene and prefers his rubber band collection.
I really don't want to hear anymore.
I'm proud of you, son.
I'm trying to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance cameras have caught her doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys. Sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, we're well rid of her.
Да.
You, is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that math-and-magic competition, so I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
It's about Mom. How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead. Something on your mind?
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight.
Эта игра вышла 15 лет назад, она буквально культивирует вот всю сегодняшнюю помойку в медиа идеями, которые были созданы 100 лет назад, понимаешь, насколько все запущено?
Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son, supervising.
I'll leave you
Snoop.
to it.
Right.
Hey, I hear you got hit with some more demerits, Nathan. Good on you, I say. Sure, never trust a guy with less than 1,000 demerits, am I right?
Так в итоге я забрал кассеты или нет? Нет, не забрал. Что мне дальше делать? Вот да, идиократическая вот эта вот, блин, подноготная, это, конечно, полная ждумба. Пойдем ломать законы. Блин, вот это меня бесит, я не могу пройтись по газону. Блять, я чё, нахуй, в Оксфорде, что ли? Алло. Day dry.
Hey, got a sec, Biff?
Well, sure, Martin. What's on your mind?
See you later,
Больше
Biff.
ничего.
Bye, Martin.
She missed a spot.
Да, примерно как в оригинале первой части. Это буквально канон. То есть одна из итераций его мамы, да, это вот дранк.
Locked.
Locked.
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to. That leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here. It's just another brick in the wall.
Бля, какая охуенная отсылка.
Bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy.
Блин, ты ж прикинь, кому-то это в голову пришло, блять, вот. Такой, блядь, брик on the wall, блядь.
Free soy dog samples. Take one.
Ой, я вижу, что там происходит, Капсда. Бля, какой трогательный момент, да.
Where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Leech, was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business, and B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this timeline is really pissing me off. Where are the free samples?
Here, I keep them behind the counter.
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town, and he keeps going after the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
Snoop DOG.
Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Jeez, McFly, relax. They're fresh. Mostly.
About this dog, what's he look like?
Beats me. He's a smart little SOB. He only comes around when my back is turned.
Then how do you know it's a dog? You can smell him?
Allergies, dimwit.
Бля, я пытаюсь вспомнить, что за Лич и был ли он в фильме.
What are those things?
Those are the liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs.
Ew.
You and me both, brown noser.
What are those things?
Those are the liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs.
Ew.
You and me both, brown noser.
What's on the menu?
Soup.
Just soup?
And more.
What kind of soup you got?
Scrolle...
Ribellini?
Yeah, that's right.
Some things never change. What falls under the more category?
We got neat loaf. It's made with textured wheat protein.
No thanks. What else falls under the more category?
Well, there's the hum burger. It's made from pressed roasted hummus.
Do you have any
Фу, блядь. Хамбургер. Хумус-бургер. Блядь, как это плохо, нахуй. Ты прикинь. Это же, блядь, это как тофу. Только, блин, она еще и не пресная, она еще... Ой, господи, ужас. Я почувствовал.
I'm afraid to ask, but what other non-soup food do you have? Anything edible?
Well, we have these pea and liver with soy cheese hot dogs. They're new, and we're offering free samples. You want one?
Блин, ну вот они гении, конечно.
You got a cold or something?
Ugh, it's allergies. I swear there's a dog hanging out around here somewhere.
A dog?
Yeah, and the stupid mutt keeps trying to steal my free samples.
You sure there's a dog around here?
Listen, smart boy, there's only two things I'm allergic to. Dogs and disco, and I don't hear no chicka-bow-wow.
О нет, челик-хейтер Disco Elysium. Все, мы его баним, короче.
You and Jennifer? Really?
Oh, is the poor little nerd jealous?
Well, yeah, and a little disgusted.
That's probably the soup.
Ладно.
You better treat Jen with respect, Leech.
Hey, I got nothing but respect for Jennifer. Respect for her eyes, for her hips, the way she wriggles when she...
Hey!
Now, that
wriggle,
dope
wriggle,
that
wriggle.
let her get away, there's a loser that I got no respect for.
You better treat Jen with respect, Leech.
Да, это все.
Hey, I got nothing but respect for Jennifer. Respect for her eyes, for her hips, the way she wriggles when she...
Hey!
Now, that dork that let her get away, there's a loser.
Лич похож на челика из 4-го сезона Stranger Things, который на гитаре играл.
See ya. Smell you later.
Эдди, кажется. Блин.
Hey, there's that mangy.
Как? А, ну ладно, там есть... Там есть пробой... Блять. Есть пробитие. Я еще такой думаю, если окно было закрыто, как он чихнул, а там сверху, типа... Спиздинг. Такой, слышь, я у тебя спиздил спрей, ты мне ничего не сделаешь. На, блядь, получи в хребет.
My spray can?
Oh.
Dork. Yeah?
Продумали.
You and Leech, Jennifer?
Hey, don't badmouth Leech. There's a lot more to him than soup, you know.
Like what?
For one thing, he wields an axe like nobody's business.
Haven't seen a stray dog around here, have you?
Not since they were banned.
You know anything about that dog that just came through here?
You're seeing things, Mick Weirdo. There hasn't been a dog in Hill Valley for years, not since Big Brown banned them.
Leech is a wastoid. Come on, Jen. It's you and me.
Dream on, McFly. We might have had a thing for about 10 minutes, but you're not even in the same league as Leech.
Leech is a wastoid. Come on, Jen. It's you and me.
Dream on, McFly. We might have had a thing for about 10 minutes, but you're not even in the same league as Leech.
So you got yourself a new guitar player.
What can I say? I'm a girl who appreciates a hot lick.
Yeah, I remember. Come on, Jennifer. Nobody in town plays guitar like me.
I'm talking electric guitar, Martin. I'm gonna be honest, the ukulele has to go.
Блять, база. Я тут на стороне, я Дженнифер.
I can outplay your loser boyfriend any day of the week.
You're that desperate to get to first base.
Did you say first or fourth?
I'd give you 2.5. But first you gotta prove you've got better fingers than Leech. You ready to throw down?
Блять!
You got a guitar?
Never leave home without it. Hold on.
Какая... Вот, блин, игра слов просто... Блять, нахуй, сука.
You can knock on my door anytime.
Hold it, we got company.
McFly, what's that was doing here?
He says he can outplay you.
Да.
I told him, there's no one in Hill Valley better than you. You wanna go prove it?
The Ring of Rock?
Don't crush him too bad. Just teach him a lesson.
Да кто такой ваш Hi-Fi Rush?
out my cord, you asshole! Somebody should have cut it a long time ago, McFly.
The winner and undefeated champion of Hill Valley.
Claim your prize, champ.
Well, back to work. See you, loser. I can't believe you'd let him get away with that. He totally broke the rules.
There are no rules in rock and roll, Martin. That's why...
Ладно, здесь нету...
Guy like you shouldn't compete.
Здесь нету такого положения, где можно выиграть, ладно.
Yeah?
I want a rematch.
Ooh, you got nerves, McFly. You really want to be humiliated like that again?
It's nothing but a poser. I got the technique.
Do you now?
Want a sample?
Maybe. If you can beat Leech.
А, видимо, да, придется
I already
выиграть.
swatted you once, McFly. Shouldn't you be lying in the gutter?
I was, but then
Здесь
your mom
получается
threw me out.
ограниченное количество действий.
Try not to leave any scars, baby.
Ты видел? Ты слышал? Очень сильно, мама! Это чё? Это басист... Это басист Red Hot Chili Peppers, что ли? Так, походу нам нужно сломать его амплифайер. Down to the left. Блять, просто покерфейс Дженнифер, не могу.
looking for a fight?
We just had one. I beat you. Again. Well, that was fun. I'll see you later.
Love is a battlefield.
Это новый слоган Electronic Arts, да? Я так и не понял, а что надо было сделать? Куда двигать? Я тоже не очень понял. Я так понимаю, надо двигаться в сторону его усилителя. Надо сломать усилитель до того, как это Лич сделает. Но я не понял, что за движение. Flourish — это типа подпрыгнуть, получается. То ли надо сделать так, чтобы он наебнулся с этой доски, или что, я просто не видел там никаких действий. Так, не говори мне ничего. Я хочу сам допереть.
Hey, you looking for a fight?
We just had one. I beat you. Again.
Я думаю, надо ему доску наебать.
Well, that was fun. I'll see you later.
Love is a battlefield.
That leads to the soup mo. Leech is in there. I'd rather he come out here. Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
Так, ладно, эта штука нужна, чтобы Эйнштейна типа поймать. Так, ну давай, говори уже.
I'm ready to rock.
You against Leech? You sure you want to do this?
Yeah, I was born ready.
Okay.
То есть тупо выебонами его брать, да? Ну ладно. Я уже говорил, насколько тут интуитивно непонятный прикол, и насколько у него дофига свободного времени, чтобы со мной на гитаре играть, вот просто. Я правильно полагаю, что мне нужно всегда находиться возле амплифайера, желательно, своего? Хорошо. Нихуя себе. Просто проблема в том... Понял. Только его открыть надо было, наверное.
Hey, you looking for a fight?
We just had one. I beat you. Again.
Блядский, блядь.
Well, that was fun. I'll see you later.
Love is a battlefield.
Ну, по логике, мне нужно залезть на платформу этой доски, чтобы он залез на мусорку, получается, да? Или чё?
That's no way to treat such a fine guitar.
Skizzer kick, climb on platform hot.
Not interested.
Ну да.
Yeah?
Leech might think he's got chops, but I invented rock and roll.
Ooh, nice axe. Your mommy buy that for you?
Looks like someone can't take crushed for an answer.
А, там тоже мусорка есть. Пиздец, я даже не понял, что там мусорка есть. Это настолько... Flourish, по-моему. Хотя не, хоп, это покруче. Блять, я серьезно, настолько нечитабельная модель.
That was totally awesome.
What can I say? Some guys got it and some guys don't.
Я реально думал, что нужно пойти по кругу, чтобы блять.
Broke my head stuck.
I think I've got a new idol. Come here.
Wait, I got a better idea. What was it you called me? A square?
A girl's entitled to make a mistake, isn't she? Oh.
Походу, это Эдна.
Hooliganism! Delinquency! Officer Parker! I just caught these two degenerates violating statute
Degenerates violating statute law.
476D.
Open mouths?
And tongues.
You've gone too far, Jennifer.
What's the big deal? It's only hormones.
Stop! We don't use words like that in this town.
I'll deal with you later, young lady. we're gonna have to have a long talk about the Citizen Plus program.
What?
Oh, come on.
Сейчас я вам покажу такого Уинстона Смита.
Fly of 476 D's worth of demerits. I'll tend to your wayward daughter.
Yes, ma'am. And this is for getting my daughter in trouble with Citizen Edna. Now keep out of trouble, or Citizen Brown will come down on you like a brick wall.
Блин, если в 80-х 7 Minutes in Heaven я получил ачивку, это даже круче, чем просто победить. Сейчас я буду его булить жестко.
You sure there's a dog around here? Listen, smart boy, there's only two things I'm allergic to. Dogs and disco, and I don't hear no chicka-bow wow, do you? No? Then it's a dog. See ya. Smell you later.
Smell you later. Чё, блядь, сказал? Так, у меня пока больше ничего, чтобы виолейтить закон. По-моему... Бля, неужели я нарушил последовательность и не смогу у нее стрельнуть? А, не, могу. Прикольно. Но его там не было нарисовано, так что я бы мог сейчас проебать скрипт.
Pinheads, huh? Figures? Give me that.
Это клевая отсылка, это на группу Марти из первой части. За это тоже ачивку дали.
What to paint? What to paint?
Don't even think about it.
Клево.
My spray can?
Oh.
Dork.
Sorry about getting you in trouble with your dad and Edna.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay, but...
I'd rather not talk about it.
What do you know about the Citizen Plus program?
Only that my dad wants me to sign up, thanks to you.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Так, мне нужно нарушить все правила. Так вот, смотри, что классно.
It's got my name on it. They couldn't do anything with this. Decency prevents me from leaving this here. Decency prevents me from leaving this here. Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
Да иди ты нахуй своим decency.
He's got to be hiding in here somewhere.
Интересно, дверца от холодильника является отсылкой на то, что хотели машину времени сделать холодильником, но не сделали, чтобы маленькие дети в холодосе не закрывались. Да я рот ебал твоего decency.
Stay put now, boy. Wherever you are. Not a sign of him.
Так, я спизжу на всякий.
McFly? My spray can?
Oh.
Dork.
Когда снова замутил с бывшим, но все еще остался ботаном. Так, получается, мне нужно просто угадать. Что еще можно нарушить?
Where could he be hiding? I bet you're under here.
Да иди ты в жопу.
Not a sign of him.
Вот серьезно, это,
Not
блин.
interested.
По-моему, логичнее всего его было выманить, но этого чела Дисенси, блядь, в одном месте.
Where could he be hiding? Come on out, Einstein. I'm your pal.
Да ты
In
издеваешься.
another timeline.
Вы серьезно, блядь.
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
Ну да, да, да. Я трачу по 30 секунд на это, блин, это бесит. Не, ну хоть задница здесь приятная, чтобы возвращаться к ней. Хотя! В 24-м году ты такое не часто увидишь. Ну, разве что в Stellar Blade.
Where could he be hiding? Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
Я твою благопристойность, блядь, на хую вертел.
Decency prevents me from leaving this here. You in there, Einie?
Да, блядь!
Whatever your name is these days.
Иди нахуй, господи, блядь, что это такое?
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to. Decency prevents me from leaving this here. Giving this to any person would be an act of cruelty.
Блин, капец, здесь же, да, никак... Мне на секунду показалось, что собака все сломался скрипт.
Where could he be hiding? Where are you this time? Over here?
Блять! Вы серьезно?
That stray never leaves any clues to help me find him.
Серьезно? А зачем? Вот ты понимаешь, вот настолько здесь интуитивно непонятные действия. Окрасить доску зачем? Чтобы собаку выманить, типа, или что просто как по логике надо было ее этим док-сэмплом привлекать.
What to paint? 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 What to paint?
Не, нихуя. Или ты имеешь в виду эту доску?
What to paint? What to paint? You in there, Iny? Or whatever your name is these days?
Пошел ты просто.
It would look better blue.
Ну, доску, это одна доска. Я подумал, что имеется в виду... Ну, начнем с того, что Дженнифер сказала... Что эта хуйня высыхает быстро. Блять, вот серьезно, мне кажется... Блять, это игра для Кодзимы, вот, блять. Ебанешься. Ну, как по мне, логичнее гораздо было на хавчика уловить, чем вот на это. Ну, потому что, ну, серьезно, Марти в поле зрения видит, блять, как бы все. Вот это, но мы не видим как игрок. Блять, в общем, поломанная здесь логика, пиздец. На, жри говно. Это эти личинки из Death Stranding.
See, I'm not such a bad guy, right? Whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. Wish they were all this easy.
Хавчик догадался уже сам, да.
Huh? What is it, boy?
Это забавно.
Rabies, help!
Back! Down! Shit! Play dead!
Officer Parker, subdue that beast at once!
Einstein, sit!
Einstein? Oh, if he bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble, citizen. Wait, I know that creature.
Погодите-ка секунду.
That's the stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right, he's my dog now.
Citizen, you are in violation of Statute 357K.
Parker, demerit this hooligan.
Эйнштейн не мог выжить с 30-х годов, если мы же с ним не улетали, по-моему. Другое дело, если бы он из нашей машины вылез.
Don't worry, Iny. Once I fix all this, you'll be back with Doc and romping through time.
Now stay out of trouble, unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
Так, что тут еще нельзя? Secret Stash, это где?
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good.
I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Я вот не помню просто, улетели ли мы из 30-х годов вместе с Эйнштейном в машине, или он так и остался там.
Here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working.
По-хорошему, он не мог 55 лет прожить.
Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine.
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into if you're drinking again.
George, I wouldn't be so on edge if you weren't suffocating me all the time.
Was that an admission?
An admission of how smothered I am by you?
What's the problem, citizen?
Yeah, I'll have a double-double animal style with fries and a diet.
That's it. It's called an emergency intercom for a reason. I'm wrapping you for an SCR 300. Take your demerit printout before you go.
Mom? So, what's up with Dad?
Indeed. What is up with him?
That setup in his garage is pretty intense.
That's not the word I'd use. More like creepy.
I heard that.
Mom, look, I'm on your side. If you've got a problem, I want to help, but this is a choice you gotta make yourself.
Oh, look at you. You're such a sweet boy. I'm so glad you take after me rather than your father.
What, Lorraine? What?
Ugh! I can't live like this!
Dad, you're not helping.
Oh, but I disagree, Martin. It's important that I catch her in the act so I can get it on tape. Once it's on tape, I can show her that she has a problem.
That's ridiculous, Dad. You're acting like this is some kind of sting operation.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. There. What did you just hide? That was some sort of fruity liqueur.
It's a spray bottle of simple orange for the cleaning I'm trying to do!
Lorraine, I'm sorry. It's just that you're acting so cagey lately.
Cagey? Maybe I'm acting like I don't want to be spied on all the time.
It's not all the time, Lorraine. I do...
Я буквально случайно сейчас это сделал.
Mom, please.
Yeah, Lorraine. Listen to us.
Oh!
Damn it, Dad.
What?
Cut out. Mom? Mom?
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. Hey, is that...
No.
No.
Lorraine, don't ignore me. Lorraine!
No, I'm not talking to you.
Why are you acting so childish?
Why are you treating me like a child?
Why are you acting so childish?
Why are you
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes. Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Is that a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay.
По-хорошему, фляжку можно было и у Дженнифер взять, потому что мы обменяли ее на тот ключ.
What with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors, and
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again, Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
Leave the statue alone.
All right. This was too hard to come by to just throw it away.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
There better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Citizen McFly, ma'am. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Он что, умничает?
Can we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already?
No. Officer, demerit him severely. And as for the alcohol, drop it into the recycling bin.
With pleasure, ma'am. Now, keep your nose clean, or you'll find yourself in front of Citizen Brown.
McFly!
Hey, Jennifer. Are you still angry with me?
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plus was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Jeez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way cooler guy.
I know this is gonna be hard to believe, but I'm the same guy I've always been. It's everyone else who's messed up. And stop calling me Martin. It's Marty.
Wow, Marty. What's next on the agenda? Knocking over banks?
Maybe. What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble around here?
I think you're about to find out.
You, citizen.
Get out of here, Jen.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Yes?
We have a warrant for your detention.
Detention?
Мне интересно, кстати, почему слово Симус они произносят как Шеймус.
Cool.
Is it young Mr. McFly is being branded as a criminal of weak moral character cool?
Cool?
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble?
Oh my, yes. But don't worry, we're here to take care of you.
Like your Citizen Plus program took care of Biff?
Perhaps. The program is in need of new volunteers. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's see what Citizen Brown has to say about your particular strain of antisocial behavior.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately. Officers, away with him.
Yes, ma'am.
It's about time.
I always knew your goody two-shoes A+ student act was too good to be true.
Так, стоп, я походу кое-что забыл для ачивки. Ну, типа, да. Я должен был забрать, оказывается, вот этот демерит еще один. Я все сделал. Единственное, что я не сделал, это вот... кое-что.
Leave the statue alone.
Во,
Alright.
этот Тимирит надо было забрать. Или нет?
What's the problem, citizen?
Yeah, I'll have a double animal style with fries and a diet.
That's it. It's called an emergency intercom for a reason. I'm wrapping you for an SCR 300. Take your demerit printout before you go.
Или все в порядке, и мне надо было просто потерпеть?
I can do this all day, kid.
So can I. Mom? So what's up with Dad?
Indeed. What is up with him?
That setup in his garage is pretty intense.
That's not the word
Ладно, я ошибся, походу.
More
Просто
like-
не показали, как он забирает это взыскание.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad, Mom, knock it off, you two.
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it.
Ну, нарушить все законы, которые только могут привести к взысканиям. Это эти бумажки со штрафом или
It's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
типа того. Ну, вот эти вот штрафные вот били, ну, которые демеритами называются, это взыскание или типа того. Со штрафом.
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into if you're drinking again.
George, I wouldn't be so on edge if you weren't suffocating me all the time.
Was that an admission?
An admission of how smothered I am by you?
First Citizen Brown, the mind head of Hill Valley, a man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination. Emmett Lathrop Brown had been raised by a family legacy steeped in law, but hadn't set his sights on his destiny until he single-handedly thwarted the nefarious gangster Irving Kid Tannen and his bootlegging syndicate. After this heroic event,
Игра не моя, просто я хотел бы максимум ачивок получить за единичное прохождение, но я уже что-то всрал. Так что, в принципе... Ладно, похуй, пусть идет как идет, я сделал максимум, который мог.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes.
Да и капец, я бы в жизни не догадался, реально. Я случайно тыкнул на маркер и все.
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Если бы еще диалоги можно пропускать, и, блин, я бы вообще проходил их за минут 40.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right. I'm backsliding. But it's been so hard, what with your brother and sister
Backsliding.
and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors and...
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
Это вообще не мозговыносящее было с доской с собакой. Ты бы охуел? Ты бы просто охуел от второй главы. Потому что я охуел. Я, возможно, ее даже перепройду. Потом, когда буду платину добивать. Просто сейчас хотел бы в свое удовольствие попробовать.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
Так, я пытаюсь понять. Все демериты нужно собрать. Other. Так, я, по-моему, все эти послушал. Ему бы еще двигаться быстрее не помешало.
Look around yourself. Breathe in the fresh air. Enjoy the immaculate scenery and architecture. You are standing among the denizens of the most sociologically advanced city in the world. Hill Valley, a perfect place to live. Let's take a moment to look up at the city's centerpiece, the courthouse, with its ornate clock tower. Look closely. Do you see a silhouette behind the clock? That's our beloved first citizen, Emmett L. Brown, toiling away on new ideas to make Hill Valley the city of tomorrow, today.
Ага, вот этого еще я не трогал.
Conformist.
Да не ты, блядь.
E. Brown Industries, established in 1945, is the technological enterprise that makes Hill Valley what it is today.
Все ясно. Эммет Браун — это новый опенгеймер.
City power grid or motion sensing fence deployment, the radical civil innovations under development at E. Brown Industries are changing the way cities operate. Efficient pedestrian travel, vigilant citizen monitoring, and space-age technologies that preserve the clean and modern appearance of the city. All these amazing advancements are not only making Hill Valley a wonder of the modern civilization. E. Brown Industries also exports its ideas and technology to cities around the world. One such city is Singapore, soon to be recognized as our international sister city.
Да ладно, это еще не все. ебать, это я еще не все послушал.
You are standing in front of the Hill Valley Courthouse. The original courthouse was built in 1885, just 20 years after Hill Valley's incorporation into the state of California.
Или они все-таки продумали здесь этот момент, и просто та же порода, но более молодая. То есть это все еще Эйнштейн, только не тот Эйнштейн, а второй. В общем, ладно, не хочу думать об этом, темненькая история.
Is a result of displaced San Franciscans planting roots after that dreadful disaster. In 1976, the downtown renovation project saw the first major additions made to the courthouse since its original construction. The courthouse was expanded with an additional 128 offices in the new flanking wings, and a new mayoral office added to the original clock tower space. Look closely, and you can still see some of the original courthouse's details preserved in the new international-inspired facade.
Attention, attention. Да, блять.
The original clock tower was dedicated in 1885, with the motion first started on September 5th that same year. The clock tower was once struck by a bolt of lightning on November 12, 1955, damaging the clock motion beyond conventional repair. During the downtown renovation project of 1976, the damaged clock was dismantled and a new modern clock was installed as the window to the mayoral office. Look up. You just might catch a silhouette pacing behind the glass. That's First Citizen Brown, pondering how to make your future better.
What did I tell you?
I wasn't doing anything.
That's exactly why I gave you a demerit. Now scram!
Can I take a look in there?
No. Once an item has been placed in the recycling bin, it's gone. Forever.
Так, я точно все послушал. Даже тот, который был скрыт. Да, это про это. Статус.
A man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination. Emmett Lathrop Brown had been raised by a family legacy steeped in law, but hadn't set his sights on his destiny until he single-handedly thwarted the nefarious gangster Irving Kid Tannen and his bootlegging syndicate. After this heroic event, immortalized by the grand statue on the courthouse lawn, First Citizen Brown devoted his life to civil and social engineering, using Hill Valley as a prototype for tomorrow's cities today.
Да, окей.
Now that I have the booze, I just gotta get caught with it.
Так, я точно здесь был.
Remember to keep your name badge on at all times. Not only does it make every citizen seem like your neighbor and friend, it grants you passage at the 3 main city access points. Hill Valley is the country's first fully incorporated gated city. In 1966, Hill Valley petitioned for a special regional exemption from state legislation. Using a tax and property law loophole, the city of Hill Valley managed to consolidate itself into a gated community with special allowances for business and residential zoning. To date, we are the safest and most self-sustaining city in the United States.
О! Оказывается, я этот пропустил. Я просто не знал, что для него ачивка была. Все, я доволен. Идем дальше. Интуиция меня не подвела, я 2 штуки пропускал.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
Примите позу ожидания из портала, помнишь, если я угораю.
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Citizen McFly, ma'am. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Все-таки я пропустил кое-что. Сейчас, это быстро. Я чекнул такие ачивки. Ну это пиздец.
Yeah, I'll have a double animal style with fries and a diet.
That's it. It's called an emergency intercom for a reason. I'm wrapping you for an SCR 300. Take your demerit printout before you go.
I don't want to annoy whoever's on the other end of that thing.
А где забрать? Не, уже не получится, ладно.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Тут очень много пропускаемых трофеев, да, придется заново проходить.
Yeah, Mom, it's just that Dad mentioned
your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spy.
Ну ладно, я не против. Потом просто допройду.
You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad, Mom, knock it off, you two.
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin?
A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine.
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into if you're drinking again.
George, I wouldn't be so on edge if you weren't suffocating me all the time.
Was that an admission?
An admission of how smothered I am by you?
Есть еще кое-что.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes.
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Is that a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right. I'm backsliding.
Блин, за это не люблю Telltale, у них вот куча каких-нибудь пропускаемых хуйни есть. А мне вот буквально приспичило вот игру на платину закрыть, потому что нужно диск вернуть. Ну и так, просто к твоему сведению, диск просто так не найдешь, он пиздец. Вот просто можешь ради прикола посмотреть, сколько стоит Back to the Future.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
С рук.
I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
А ты просто сейчас охуеешь.
Hill Valley Courthouse? How may I...
Look, I really need to see Citizen Brown. It's an emergency.
Are you on fire?
Of course not.
Are you bleeding profusely on the pavement?
No, but it's a...
Then it's no emergency that couldn't wait for a scheduled appointment. Good day. Stop pressing my button.
Hey, let me in. Edna.
There. Now you've ruined it for everyone.
Please, just give me 5 minutes with Citizen Brown.
No appointment, no entry, nobody, no how.
Все. Из того, что я могу получить, я получил.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
There better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Citizen McFly, ma'am. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Yeah, he played that attitude on me as well.
Could we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already? No.
Officer,
Не, я в любом случае сейчас допройду эту главу, мне потом просто на репетицию допоздна.
With pleasure, ma'am. Now, keep your nose
Your
clean,
place
or
in
you'll
the
find yourself across Citizen
trash.
Brown.
McFly!
Hey, Jennifer. Are you still angry with me?
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plus was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Jeez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way cooler guy.
I know this is gonna be hard to believe, but I'm the same guy I've always been. It's everyone else who's messed up. And stop calling me Martin. It's Marty.
Это не я не такой, как все, это все остальные свихнулись.
Knocking over banks?
Maybe. What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble around here?
I think you're about to find out.
You, citizen.
Get out of here, Jen.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Yes?
We have a warrant for your detention.
Detention?
You've accrued over 15,000 demerits in the past 24 hours.
Cool.
Is it, young Mr. McFly? Is being branded as a criminal of weak moral character cool?
I'm not weak.
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble?
Oh my, yes.
Ну ладно, сори, я мог бы ачивки реально на потом оставить, но что-то мне прям взбрело. Тут очень много тыкаться придется заново, если сразу не закрыть самые такие душные.
First, let's see what Citizen Brown has to say about your particular strain of antisocial behavior.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately. Officers, away with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Off at his head!
I always knew your goody two-shoes A+ student act was too good to be true.
Мое такое конкретное задротство начинает о себе напоминать. Я уже третью платину выбиваю подряд. Не то чтобы это сложно. Посмотрим, я поздно сегодня приеду. Прям поздно. Вряд ли, наверное, завтра вечером. Ой, какие отсылки, посмотри.
Zero demerits until this morning. The obvious question, Mr. McFly, is... what happened to you?
It's like this, Doc. I'm a different Marty McFly.
Doc. Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder. That's a hopeful sign, Marty. Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Так, я походу активировал скрипт не тот. Я хотел побольше поговорить. Стоп. Ну ё-моё.
Forget questions. You're the one who needs to turn around.
Explain.
This, what you've turned into, it's all wrong. You're supposed to be a scientist, an inventor.
You created the flux capacitor, and we went on all these crazy adventures in time, and your hair, you don't look good, Doc.
So you believe this interview is really more about me than you?
Yes.
You went to all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
Yes.
Cry for help, as it were.
Yes. No, wait.
Tell me, Martin, is your mother on the sauce again?
As a matter of fact, yeah. This hellhole of a town could drive anyone to drink.
It's natural you should make excuses for it. But here in Hill Valley, we require our citizens to hold one another to the highest standards, even if those fellow citizens happen to be our own parents. I'm surprised your father hasn't set you straight on this point. He's shown himself to be a very obedient and cooperative citizen.
Not where I come from. When I left here, both my parents were happy and well-adjusted. Okay, they didn't start out that way, but that's where your time machine comes in.
Time machine?
Yeah, Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
Because...
just for the hell of it, I guess. Plus, the steel frame of the DeLorean, dispersal, I don't know. It was important for some reason.
Fascinating.
Yes, it is fascinating. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
And this is because?
Everything got screwed up when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this time machine is a very impractical and dangerous invention.
No, I mean, yes. What I mean is it's messed up a lot of things, but first, it made a lot of things better. Like my mom and my dad. It was only thanks to your time machine that they ever became successful and happy.
So they're happy?
But they're not, because you summoned me back in time, and somehow your timeline got messed up, and everybody else is along with it.
I see.
No, you don't. Think back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Michael Corleone.
Incredible. This case is more serious than I'd imagined. The boy has fabricated an alternate reality.
No, this is the alternate reality. My reality is the real reality.
Calm down, Martin. I'm not blaming you for anything. The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in your social conditioning.
Yeah, you don't understand.
No, I don't understand yet, but I want to. I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking. Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your memory.
So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually saw him.
Of course not. He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter. After my wife, of course.
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
An impressively detailed illusion. Keep talking.
It's all the same stuff I saw on my dad's monitors. I think. The whole town is under surveillance. Wow, that is cool. The sound, it's kind of lulling. Right, wait, what was I doing? Something about that clock looks familiar. You still got the movie ticket?
Indeed I do. A memento of my first date with Edna. I took her to see The Virtuous Husband.
And you never saw Frankenstein? You were supposed to go see Frankenstein that night. It was gonna give you the inspiration you needed to pull off your big demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo.
Поэтому надо ходить в кино без девушек. Имхо.
Oh, whimsical, not to mention historically inaccurate. My darling wife is all the scientific news I've ever needed. From my successful demonstration at the 31 Expo all the way up to my cutting-edge Citizen Plus program.
Successful? It was supposed to be a failure. I can't tell if it's a guy celebrating a touchdown or chained up in a gulag. Glass half full, Marty. Half full. Okay, take a look at this picture of Einstein here.
The dog. Harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me, but you harbored this very same animal once, a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
There wasn't anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
Значит, все-таки Эйнштейн был в машине.
Bizarre fantasy. Go on. You see.
Look, Doc, I mean, Citizen...
No. Focus outward, not on me. Use the objects in the room as points of reflection. I wish to observe your thought processes.
Так я уже все натыкал, не? А, картина.
Hey, this is your fish tank.
Yes, that is my fish tank.
It looks much better without all the bacteria.
What? Edna just had it cleaned.
Yeah, but in 1931 it was full of bacteria that we used to make rocket fuel. Remember?
Stop trying to confuse me! My whole life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. Go look it up.
You know better, right? Emmett?
Wrong. Do you see this picture? I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear. August 25th, 1931. The day I single-handedly captured Kid Tanning, the scourge of Hill Valley.
Single-handedly?
And not, incidentally, the day I caught the eye of Edward Strickland, my scientific muse and the love of my life. Take a look. What you see there is a young man who understands his destiny.
That's not what I see.
What do you see?
Так, игра забаговала, походу. Так, фух, слава богу.
Jeez, Doc sure has a lot of files. I don't have time to go through those. I'll just focus on what's out on display. I can't tell if it's a guy celebrating a touchdown or chained up in a gulag. Glass half full, Marty. Half full. Remember him?
Arthur McFly. Your grandfather, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you and I served a subpoena to him back in 31.
Preposterous.
Wow, I never noticed this before, but Edna definitely had the hots for you, didn't she?
Hots, yes. Edna was the first member of the fair sex to see something special in me.
She saw something, all right, and she ran with it. I'm almost sorry we put Kid Tannen away.
We?
Yeah, come on, don't you remember? You disarmed him and I trapped him in the rocket car.
No, that's not how it happened.
Looks to me like a kid who's all psyched about his new invention.
That's where you're wrong. Although my rocket car had accidentally captured Kid Tannen, it was also a widely impractical and dangerous idea that would have triggered unimaginable consequences had I pursued it further. Luckily, Edna came along and channeled my newfound fame into more practical pursuits.
Could that be? I think it is.
What?
It's me, and you, the other you.
It is me. And you. But how? Michael? It's impossible.
No, it's science. Your science, Doc.
Science, bitch.
In this other world, the one you say you come from, am I happy there?
Very happy. You've got 2 great sons.
Sons?
Yes, and a fantastic wife.
Not Edna?
Not even remotely. And your invention. Jeez, Doc, you can go anywhere you want to. Anywhere in time. You're the luckiest guy in the universe.
And what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley? You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay here, a little bit of crime there. It's a normal city. People are happy, mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop! There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
Give me a break. You don't really believe...
My citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody complains.
Only because they were afraid to. Jeez, open your eyes, will you? You and Edna have got them all terrorized.
That's Mrs. Rao to you, Sonny.
Doc.
Kindly address me as Your Honor. We worked for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and
Все будут счастливы в городе, если партия этого захочет.
Yeah, I do. I've seen it. They're just too afraid to speak up.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc. You run this place like it's a police state.
Nonsense.
I can prove it.
All right then, time travel boy. You do that. And until you do, I'm going to treat your wild story as just that. A story told by a madman. And I've determined that the best treatment is simply to let the insanity run its course.
So, is the interview over? Should I leave?
Please do. I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
And I've got a city to burn.
I'll be back with proof.
Ну да.
Doc wants proof that Hill Valley isn't the perfect place he thinks it is. One smoking gun coming up. Dad!
Pop out the tape, son. I think it's done rewinding.
Whoa, take it easy. Sit here.
Guess I blacked out for a minute there. Fell out of my chair.
Fell nothing. Somebody whacked you.
Whacked me? Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that incidences of physical violence in Hill Valley have fallen to virtually...
Who did it? Can you tell me?
This can't be happening.
There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. The monitor's dead. WOPR. Whopper. I wonder what that stands for. Here it is. Raw footage.
Thank heavens.
Wait a minute.
You see, I told you were just jumping to conclusions. All these dark suspicions about thieves and attackers when all the time it was just...
empty.
What?
There's no tapes.
But I'm sure they were in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took them.
You've been watching too much Miami Vice, son. What evidence do you have that I was attacked?
Miami Vice, это GTA 6?
For one thing. And? Dad, that's not one of our bats, is it?
No. McFlys never use aluminum bats. Curious.
Oh, wait, don't touch it. It's evidence.
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like me?
Whoever made off with your tapes, I'm thinking.
Oh my gosh, I've been mugged. Mugged in Hill Valley! They can't get away with it! Oh!
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Who could have done this to me?
Who's been making trouble for you since, like, forever? Biff!
Biff? Ever since the Browns took an interest in him back in the 50s, he hasn't caused me a lick of trouble. Besides, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, he's as gentle as a kitten these days. Oh, it's no use. The tapes are gone. All I can do is hope against hope they don't surface and land me in trouble.
Come on, Dad, we can't just give up. I mean, maybe there's some more clues around here.
What's the use? Even if we find out who took the tapes, we're not going to be able to get them back without attracting attention to ourselves.
There's gotta be something we could do to get our hands on those tapes.
Well, we can make new ones.
We can?
Sure. It may take a while, but if you're willing to help your old man out, it shouldn't take us more than, say, 6 months.
6 months? But I need those tapes now.
You need the tapes.
What I mean is... It's, the principle of it. You know, if we let the thief get away with his crime, it sets a bad example for other thieves.
You said you needed the tapes.
I gotta give it to Citizen Brown. I told him I was gonna furnish him with proof that Hill Valley isn't as happy as he thinks it is. And I was in his office, just before I came here.
You had an interview with Citizen Brown?
It wasn't easy to get, believe me. I had to break all kinds of rules.
You've been breaking rules?
Harboring stray dogs, kissing girls in public, getting caught with Mom's flask.
That is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard.
It's true.
You forget I'm your father. I know your history.
Yeah, well, history's changed.
Prove it.
Да легко.
Read him and weep.
Demerits, but...
It's the only way.
I don't understand.
Dad, listen to me. I mean, really listen. You and I both know that things aren't right here. Citizen Brown might have started with good intentions, but his Hill Valley's just made everybody miserable.
Shh! You said that to him?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, there go our privileges.
No, wait, I got him to listen, Dad, and he's gonna make things right. For you and Mom and all of us. I can't explain how. You're just gonna have to trust me on this.
Okay.
But first I have to show him your tapes, to prove my point.
Oh, no. No.
Dad.
This scheme of yours, maybe you know what you're doing, I can't say. But leave me out of
Dad.
it. I don't like trouble. I can't handle it. It's not in my genes.
But... think of your family.
I am. And I don't want to see my family relocated to Sector X with all the other hopeless cases.
Do it for your father.
My father?
Yeah, Arthur McFly.
I know his name.
Didn't he have something to do with putting away Kid Tannen, you know, way back when?
Yes. Yes, he did. Where'd you hear about that? It was way back before Citizen Brown cleaned up the town, before I was even born. Everyone lived in terror of Kid Tannen and his goons. But Dad stood up to him. He had evidence of Kid's guilt, see, and he risked his life to deliver it to the authorities. Never be afraid to do the right thing. That's what he always used to tell me.
And what are you doing?
Trying to remember which is the right feed.
Feed to what?
To the surveillance camera, the one in the yard.
Wait a minute. You have a surveillance camera trained on yourself?
Of course. Gotta cover all bases. Help me figure out which monitor I'm on.
I don't think they'd be interested in a picture of my dad. Let me get this straight. You captured this whole attack on tape?
Of course! Surveillance is what I do!
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Come on,
Я, кстати, тоже об этом подумал, но вот как раз самым логичным было забрать как раз последнюю кассету, а не последние вот в этом ящике. Это точно Эдна.
Game grid. Sweet. The movie was better, though.
Come on, son. Stop dawdling and help me track down that feed. Try flipping the switches.
I don't think this monitor is hooked up to the camera.
А, бля, я не понял, я думал, надо последовательность установить. Чтобы отследить сразу нападающего, это Эдна, скорее всего.
I remember cleaning the playback heads at 5:30. The attack couldn't have been very long after.
Блять, игра меня переиграла. Все-таки Биф.
But it can't be him. The Citizens Plus program has rendered him as gentle as a kitten. Huh? I can't understand it. It's not the way he's supposed to behave. Why, even the old Biff would never...
Wait, what's that weird flashing on his wrist?
Let's find out. I knew this zoom and enhance feature would come in handy someday. Cost me a bundle at the hobby shop.
It's his digital watch. I wonder why it's doing that. Hey, wait, stop the picture. Can you zoom in anymore?
Отличная шутка.
X11.
You know what that means?
Not yet.
Lorraine!
Don't lay into me, George. I've got something very important to say, and then I'm going to be leaving again.
I've got something important to say, too. I was attacked and
robbed. It's always about you, isn't it? You can't just wait and listen to my news. Oh, no. You have to go and beat me to the punch.
That's right. You two sort things out. I've got some business to attend to.
I'm more together than I've been in months, George. For your information, I've been like drink all day.
Biff!
Whoa, settle down there, fella.
You beat up my dad.
Do we have a problem here, citizens?
Oh, no, officer. Just a little misunderstanding. I'm sure we can work it out. Right, Mark?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you need any help, Mr. Tannen.
Now, let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's. What'd you do with my dad's secret videotape?
Secret videotape?
You know, the one that shows how people are fed up with all these screwy rules and laws.
You lost me, Martin, but that tape sounds dangerous. It should probably be dumped in the recycling bin.
So you really don't know anything about my dad's secret tape?
Oh, no. I'd never walk around with subversive material like that.
Why'd you hurt my dad, Biff? He never did anything to you in this timeline.
Timeline? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I saw you on camera.
But I can't hurt anybody. Thanks to Citizen Plus, I blow chunks whenever I even think about doing bad stuff.
Это уже, блин, какой-то Atomic Heart.
If you didn't beat up my dad, then where have you been for the last couple of hours?
Well, I was...
What?
That's strange. I don't remember.
What's the last thing you remember before your memory loss?
Well, I was handing out flyers for the Citizen Plus program, just like I'd been doing all day. I just finished feeding some leftover bologna to a cute little squirrel when Miss Edna came by.
Edna?
Yeah, she wanted to run a diagnostic on my Citizen Plus watch. I must have fallen asleep or something, because when she was done, it was an hour later. And then your mom came by.
What was my mom doing here?
Oh, she was just handing over her paperwork for the Citizen Plus program.
What?
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to tell you this, Martin, but your mom's in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, but to sign up for Citizen Plus.
She was on the fence for a while, too. But after you took the blame for her secret drinking problem, she realized she needed serious help.
Oh, no. Mom. Biff, your watch. Does X11 mean anything to you?
X11? Is that a new band or something? Yeah, I don't go in for that new hippity-hoppity stuff.
It's not a band, Biff. It's a mode on your Citizen Plus watch.
Weird. I've never seen it look like that. Heck, I can barely get this thing to stop blinking. See? Cool.
Biff? Okay, that's weird. Could you, touch your toes?
Would you kindly?
Do the chicken dance. Yeah, he's hypnotized, all right. Where's my dad's tape? The recycling bin? You attacked my dad? And now we're getting somewhere. What's wrong with you? Could you do me a favor and go get my dad's tape?
Hey, Mr. Tannen. What's up? Is that McFly kid bothering you? Hey, you can't go in there. Hey!
Whoa.
Smokes.
What happened to him?
I don't know. No one's ever jumped into the recycling bin before.
Well, where does it go?
That information is above my pay grade. Oh, jeez. I'm in a lot of trouble now. Don't move a muscle, McFly. I gotta go tell Citizen Brown about this.
Погнали.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Well, here goes nothing.
Super Mario, блядь.
Did I do something wrong?
Did I do something? Mr. Tannen, I put a lot of work into honing you as the first Citizen Plus. What on earth possessed you to assault a police officer and dive headfirst into the recycling bin?
Did I do all that?
Lord, I thought your father was dim.
No, really, I don't remember doing anything like that. The last thing I remember, I was showing that nice McFly kid my watch, and then I'm down here and you're yelling at me.
McFly? McFly.
Strickland.
Oh, hi, Martin.
Give me the tapes, Edna.
Mr. Tannen, please restrain our guest.
Stop! Stop! Oh no.
Сейчас вернусь.
So much vice and disorder.
Biff, isn't that the license plate to your car?
Sheila?
Tannen, focus.
Oof. That's no way to treat such a fine guitar.
Да иди ты нахуй вообще.
Look, candy.
Candy.
Oh dear,
No.
Mr. Wilson, you have been a naughty boy.
It's your favorite show. Damn, what would really get Biff's attention down here?
О, beer.
Hey, look over there. It's beer.
Beer? What's going on?
Howard Tannen, obey your programming. You see, Mr. McFly, thanks to the enhancements I've made to the Citizen Plus program, I can bring even the most rabid of dogs to heel. Look at all these unhappy faces on your father's video.
Novelties? Biff, whoopee cushions. You never had much of a sense of humor. Hey, it's Wild Gunman. Not a fan of video games, huh?
I should have known you'd be trouble someday. Your whole family's nothing but a bunch of hooligans and slackers.
Look, girly mags.
Boobies.
Cannon, I didn't go behind my namby-pamby husband's back so you could wallow in your vices.
Ow. Pinball parts?
I think Martin will make a nice citizen.
Biff, are those your favorite cigars?
Cubans?
Tannen, listen to me.
Babes. Booze. What? Oh, Mommy!
Tannen, get up, you useless slacker.
Come on, Edna, give the poor jerk a break.
A break?
Странная херня какая-то. А, понял, все хорошо.
You sound like my wishy-washy husband, always trying to find the good in people, never wanting to accept the fact that some people are just born bad.
Maybe, but that doesn't give you the right to turn them into zombies. Now, give me my dad's tapes so I can...
You mean those tapes I erased while you were struggling with my zombie?
What?
Zombie.
Come on.
Utopias are fragile things, Mr. McFly. Especially when overseen by minds as distractible as my husband's.
No.
Edna!
Doc?
Emmett, what are you doing here?
I came down here to investigate a troubling report involving Mr. Tannen.
Doc, you gotta stop her.
Silence!
Okay.
I was concerned there might be a flaw in my Citizen Plus program. Imagine my surprise when I found my wife perverting my life's work. Is this what it's all been about, Edna? All those years? All our struggles to cure society's illnesses? Just to create a world where free will can be turned off with a flick of a switch?
Oh, please, Emmett. You wanted this just as much as I did. Remember? If only we could tell someone to stay off the grass, and so help us, they would never tread foot on a well-manicured lawn again. That's what Citizen Plus does. It makes rules unbreakable. I only gave it the slightest of changes.
Enough! We will not have this discussion here.
But...
Go home and wait for me.
Fine.
Doc.
Father, what have I done?
I'm sure he wouldn't blame you for all this, Doc.
He was so happy that I gave up my childish pursuits. Are you proud of me now, Father?
I'm sorry about Edna, Doc. She didn't seem so bad back in 1931.
No, she wasn't. When we were first dating, she was so spirited, principled, compassionate. When did I lose her?
Doc, don't be so hard on yourself. This Hill Valley may be a little messed up.
Okay, a lot messed up, but we were just trying to help people.
Or was I just entranced by the challenge of transforming the human psyche like so many chemicals? Enough wallowing. What's done is done. It's time to look forward.
Maybe, but maybe not.
What?
Your notebook from the other timeline.
Not this foolishness again.
Look, you can use it to repair the time machine and fix all this so it never happened. Everyone could be back the way they're supposed to be. You, Edna, Jennifer, my parents. Doc, you once told me if you put your mind to it, you could accomplish anything. Well, accomplish this.
There's a lot of empty pages.
The only one you need is right here.
Ха! Я не заметил, обалдеть! Охуеть! Блять! Честно, я в жизни не допер. Гениально.
Martin, this could work. It'll take time, of course, but once it's done, we'll have all the time in the world. Ha ha!
Doc?
Martin, we must get started at once. Come on!
Will you bring Einie along?
The dog. Yes, of course. You know, I used to love dogs before Edna came along.
You don't say.
I'll go ahead and start preparing a lab. Edna will be furious, but who cares? We've got a time machine to fix. Woohoo!
Блять, ёбаный восторг просто.
I wonder how many times Biff's parked under manure in this timeline. Did I just find the one thing that hasn't changed in this timeline? There is a serious lack of privacy in this town. There is a serious lack of privacy in this town. There is a serious lack of privacy in this town.
Мне было так лень.
In another timeline, all these pinball parts would probably be in Libya by now. Wild gunman. Nice to see that some things haven't changed in this messed up world. Here. Maybe I could... Nah. Doc'll need me to the new time machine.
А знаешь что, я выпью, пожалуй.
X-ray specs, joy buzzers, trick gum. Classic. Why would anyone ban these? Whoa. In another timeline, all these pinball parts would probably be in Libya by now. I don't smoke, and I should really go get Einstein. X-ray specs, joy buzzers, trick gum.
Так,
classic. Why would anyone ban these? Wow, it still works.
Это из второй главы, типа, это как раз...
Hey, maybe I'll grab a couple for the road after I get Einstein.
Спикизи. Мы в подвале Спикизи.
Nice boards. I should pick one up after I free Einstein. BB guns. They'll shoot your eye out, Marty.
Ура. Здесь ачивку получил. Здесь такая прикольная ачивка. Нужно посмотреть на всю нелегальщину местную.
Don't worry, Biff. Once I get back to 1931, you'll be back to Jerkville in no time. Don't worry, boy. I'll get you out of here in no time. What is it, Einie?
McFly!
Они смогли повторить этот кадр из фильма обалденно.
Yeah, I'm okay. Better than I've been in a long time, you know?
So you remember...
That witch making me do stuff? Yeah, she'll get what's coming to her. No one tells Big
Это секретная концовка Atomic Heart.
No one.
Hey, I'm the guy who snapped you out of it.
Really? Because all I remember is a punk kid who thought it'd be funny to make me jump down a hole.
Ah. I hope I don't run out of rock.
Is that supposed to scare me or something?
Down, Biff. Stay. All right.
McFly?
Oh, crap.
All right, McFly. Time to race the music.
Face. It's face the music, you idiot. Einstein? Get him, Einie.
Я не понимаю, что еще тут можно сделать.
Get him, Einie. Einie, sick him.
Блять.
Place your bets.
What the...
Не, я так и подумал. Ну, блин, типа... Ладно.
Let's get out of here, Einie.
Похуй, блять, играет музыка из «Назад в будущее», я счастлив, блин. Вообще похуй, какая хуйня на экране происходит.
Sorry I took so long. Biff came around and jumped me. I totally laid him out with the old ruler.
Martin McFly.
Edna?
It's almost impressive how many years of work and planning you nearly ruined in just a few short hours.
Where's
Нужный человек не в том месте может перевернуть мир.
Place. What have you done to him?
Relax, Martin. We've got everything under control.
И песня Take Control. Блин, с какой любовью один этот эпизод сделан, потрясающе. Та-ра-ра-ра-ра-ра.
Here's the real story.
Ебануться.
I'm Marty McFly from an alternate timeline.
Edna, why?
А, так это вообще продолжение главы, блин. Я думал, каждая глава будет разная.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
You gotta believe me, Jennifer. This whole town's gone crazy, and Citizen Brown and I are the only ones who can fix it.
4 часа я проходил эту главу. Ура! Откладываем тогда на 4-ю. Донаты откладываем. Все, Ванчик, спасибо за компанию. На сегодня это все. Когда я продолжу, не знаю, если ты будешь готов ночью меня поддержать, я, скорее всего, могу себе позволить. Мне похуй, я в отпуске. Все, это был Шоплифт. Увидимся, услышимся. Поднял, обнял. Чики-бомбони.